Jake was a bright and kind teenager who lived in a small town with his large family. He had big dreams of moving to the big city one day to help people and make a difference. Jake's parents adored him and often praised his hard work and determination, which made his older siblings feel a little jealous. They felt like Jake was always getting special attention. One day, Jake shared his dream with his siblings. "One day, I'm going to open a community center in the city to help kids learn and play," he said excitedly. But instead of cheering him on, his brothers rolled their eyes and whispered among themselves. "Why does Jake always think he's so special?" they grumbled. The jealousy grew until one day, his siblings came up with a mean plan. They tricked Jake into getting on a bus headed to the city, but instead of helping him, they left him all alone at the station. Jake was heartbroken. He didn't understand why his brothers had done this to him, but he decided not to give up. With only a few dollars in his pocket, Jake started working odd jobs in the city. He cleaned shops, delivered food, and even helped at a bakery. Though it was hard work, Jake never lost his kindness or determination. He saved every penny he could, and over time, people began to notice how hardworking and trustworthy he was. One day, the mayor of the city heard about Jake and his good reputation. The mayor was looking for someone to help run a new community program for kids. "Jake, you've shown so much heart and dedication," the mayor said. "I believe you're the perfect person for this job." Jake couldn't believe this dream of helping kids was finally coming true. He worked hard to make the program a success, and soon kids from all over the city were coming to learn, play, and grow. Meanwhile, back in the small town, Jake's siblings were struggling. The factory where they worked had closed, and they didn't have enough money to support themselves. They decided to travel to the city to look for work, and were shocked to see Jake in charge of the program. "Jake, we're so sorry for what we did to you," they said, ashamed. "Can you forgive us?" Jake smiled and said, "Of course I forgive you. What you meant for harm, God turned into something good. Let's work together now to help others." There are valuable lessons to be learned from this story. Always remember that kindness wins. Jake chose forgiveness over anger, showing that kindness can heal even the deepest wounds. Another lesson from this story is that we should never give up. Even when life seems unfair, Jake's determination helps him turn his challenges into opportunities. Sometimes when bad things happen, we cannot initially see the bigger picture, but we should have faith and trust in a bigger plan. Just like Jake's hard times led to something good, we can trust that challenges can make us stronger and lead to better things. Does this story remind you of a similar story from the Bible? If you guessed the story of Joseph and his brothers, you are correct. Joseph was a smart young man who was loved and protected by God even when he was going through difficult situations stemming from his brothers selling him into slavery. In the end, his brothers looked up to him and apologized for what they did to hurt him. It all worked out for good because God is always faithful to his people. Romans 8:28 tells us that all things work together for good to them that love God. Feel free to read the entire Bible verse on your own. If you enjoyed this video, share what you learned with others. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell so you will be able to enjoy more content like this. Thank you for watching.